Hello, my name is Kovu Kingsrod, and I do realise it's been like 3 weeks since I last uploaded a YouTube video, and I might address that in a different video, but long story short, it's just due to mental health and school and just how I feel about YouTube in general. And also I cut my hair with scissors earlier, so if it looks weird, that is why. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about my hair today. I prefer not to talk about trans things on my channel most of the time, just because it makes me kind of uncomfortable to keep bringing it up, as I want to move on with my life and not always be kind of stuck there. But it is a part of me, and today I was feeling especially brave, and I thought I would address something that I've gotten quite a lot of questions about, and also just to sort of talk about it, as that might make me feel better. So, I've been on testosterone for a year and a half, a bit over that by now I think, and I came out when I was 14 as trans. And even before I came out, and even before I knew I wanted to go on testosterone, since the age of 13 I've known that I have wanted to get rid of my chest and to have top surgery. And that is something I looked into before I was completely sure about hormones. I've just always been very sure of the fact that I wanted top surgery. Well, not always, but since I was 13, I'm now 18. But I haven't had top surgery yet, and I won't for some time. And I just thought I'd explain the situation and how that works, because I feel that a lot of people who came out at my age have by now had top surgery, or people in general who have been on testosterone for as long as I have, they as well have had top surgery. Well, I haven't, and as I said, I won't for a while. So, the reason for that is what I'm going to explain now. So, I had a bit of a difficult time starting my transition. I am from Norway, and we don't have a very good system for trans people here. You can get expenses covered by the state, but it is quite difficult and it takes a long time. And there is only one place in Norway where you can do that, and that is at the university hospital in Oslo, the capital, which means that basically, no matter where in the country you are from, you have to go there. They want kind of a monopoly on treating trans people, providing them with hormones and surgery and things like that. Now, that isn't working out very well, because, as I said, it means that people from all over the country need to go there. It takes a very long time. They have some criteria that a lot of people would call old-fashioned in terms of gender roles, and things like that. And people just aren't very happy with the situation with the university hospital. So people are trying to find private ways to get treated, and that is why my transition was so difficult, because it was very hard for me to just in general try to get into the system at the university hospital. It is a very long and complicated road to get there for a lot of people. At least that was the case with me, with a lot of referrals to them and to different places being declined and not accepted, and just not getting help, which resulted in my mental health getting really bad, and I couldn't function very well, and I wasn't going to stay alive for long if something didn't happen. So we were able to successfully, thankfully, find a private clinic in Oslo that no longer provide hormones for trans people, because they were getting a very difficult time from the university hospital, because, as I said, the university hospital want to be the only place where people get hormones. So they aren't very happy about other people providing trans people with hormones. And it isn't for, like, malicious reasons or anything like that. I can, in some sense, understand why they feel that way about it. I think they're just scared of other private clinics not being very responsible with who they give out hormones to, and as I said, they are a university hospital, so all that they do is backed up by research, and that is also why they don't like accept non-binary people, because there hasn't been a lot of research on non-binary people, and they need all their treatment to be backed up by science. But they're also not a fan of people going to private clinics to get treatment, because, as I said, they kind of want to be the responsible adult in this situation, or that's what they feel like. And I'm currently involved with the university hospital, so I don't want to speak super badly of them, although a lot of people are not happy with how they operate, and I agree with that. I've heard a lot of kind of horror stories about the university hospital and the staff there and how people are treated. I personally have only been involved with really nice staff, and they've been really nice to me. But basically, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna explain. It is a long process. I didn't have that time. So luckily I was able to find, my mum and I were able to find a private clinic, and after some like psychological, like an assessment, is that the word, that my psychiatrist did, as well as the doctor at the private clinic, they concluded that I would be able to, or they would provide me with hormones. I had to pay, obviously, because it's a private clinic, but I didn't want to have to pay for hormones for the rest of my life, because I if it's possible for those expenses to be covered by the state, I wanted to do that. That's like the ideal scenario. So although the university hospital isn't very happy about people starting hormones privately, I was ultimately able to get into the system, and I was in there for a year until they concluded this September, actually, that I would get the official diagnosis that I need in order to get hormone treatment from them, which means that I don't have to pay for it anymore. That is not yet. Although I've gotten the diagnosis, I still need to go to their endocrinologist, and just, there's a lot of waiting. My next appointment with them is in January next year, and here's when things get kind of not very happy regarding top surgery. I knew that the university hospital had a policy which was that people have to be on hormone treatment for 1 year before they get surgery, to make sure that they are like sure of themselves. So they just want to see how it's going, and if they are responding well to the hormones, and if they're just sure about this. Now, I thought I covered this criteria, because by now I've been on testosterone for over a year and a half. I was hoping I'd be able to get top surgery before I start university next year. And it seemed promising for a little while, because I knew that the waiting list was roughly a year long, or something like that. And if I got the diagnosis this September, which I did, I would hopefully be able to have it next September, August-ish. And I go to university in late September, early October, that's when I start. And so I was hoping I could just get a fresh start, or not necessarily a fresh start, but just this confidence boost, because I'm going to go to university abroad. So I want to feel as comfortable as possible, and I was really hoping that I'd be able to get surgery before then. However, I was informed by them I'll have to be on hormones that they put me on for a year before I can get top surgery. And then on top of that, there's the waiting list. Basically what that means for me is that I definitely won't be able to have surgery before I go to university, because they haven't even put me on hormones yet. My next appointment with their endocrinologist is in January. I started testosterone the 7th of February 2018, which means that I'll definitely be 2 years on testosterone before they put me on hormones. and then I'll have to be on their hormones for a year, which means that I'll be over 3 years on testosterone, and then there's probably the waiting list on top of that. So I won't get surgery until at least 2 years from now, maybe 3, which kind of sucks, because I have known that I wanted top surgery since I was 13, and I know that I'm so incredibly lucky to live in a country where you are provided with support, but at the same time there are definitely faults in the system, and considering the situation right now, it's not ideal. Although I am so incredibly lucky and privileged to live in a country that, on the whole, accepts trans people and try to support them, it's just kind of an unlucky situation, because I hoped I'd be able to get this surgery before I went to university, but now it looks like I really won't be able to, and that sucks. I'm lucky in that I don't have a very big chest. I can't bind because I have back issues, and it's really painful if I bind. It doesn't bring me torment every single day, my chest, because it is so small, but it's still there. I can't take off my shirt and look like any other guy. You can definitely see it poking through my shirts sometimes, although it's not very big. It's still something that I would like to get removed. And it is unfortunate that I'll have to wait that long, unless I can get the surgery privately, but I'll have to pay for that, and right now I don't have the money, and I want to wait and see before I make like GoFundMe type thing. I used to have a GoFundMe which helped me cover the expenses of my private testosterone treatment, and it's been very, very helpful to me, and it's been fantastic really to get that support from people, financially and just in general. But I want to be completely sure that I cannot wait before I start asking people for money, because it's just, I feel like there's other people out there who need it more than me, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of rude to just ask people for money. But yeah, that's that whole situation. All that said, I don't feel like my transition is on pause or something like that. I know it's something I want to get done, but I don't feel like I'm transitioning anymore. I don't consider myself in a transition. I fully see myself fully as a guy, and I live my life as that, and I have for a long time now. It's just more of a hassle, like it's like it's there, it's really ugly, I feel like it's really gross, but I don't consider myself not fully transitioned to male, because I am male, like my brain is male, and does any of this make sense? I don't know. But yeah, that's that whole situation. I hope you got something out of this video. If you have any thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and eat drink, and do not hurt yourselves, and remember that you are so much more than you could ever realize. Seriously, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and yeah, I hope you have a great week ahead. Bye! No dog in this video, by the way, he's downstairs. Bye!